Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Pisces. How are you guys? Hope all's well in your world. So let's see what the overall energies are. This is a general read, any aspect of your life. Take it how it best resonates for you. Whoops. Pisces. Does Pisces need to know? The energy surrounding Pisces. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it's a little wishful thinking. Some of you may have missed an opportunity, okay, to have that last cup filled. Yeah. Could be an, yeah, there we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So there's been some kind of rejection here. Now this could be someone who feels they missed an opportunity, but I also see this as someone who didn't get what they want. So it may have been a rejection, or it could be someone who's just failed to see this magical opportunity. But yeah, this is someone who never got what they wanted. So I kind of feel maybe you may have rejected this person, or you just felt maybe they weren't your type. Yeah, there we have. This is someone definitely focused a lot on work. So it could be a work situation, a missed opportunity. But yeah, this is someone who didn't get what they want. I feel they were being very, cautious, maybe playing it a little too safe here. So you can flip that energy. This definitely could be a work situation. It has to do with confidence. So this is somebody I feel who is confident here. That they were going to get something that they wanted, but I feel that they didn't. So there's definitely a missed opportunity, whether you rejected them, or maybe this is somebody who, often it's just an energy where something isn't quite right. But this is a person who, and it can be someone who can be a little stubborn, or they just fail to see, but someone didn't get something they wanted. Either they rejected it, ignored it. It's also somebody who can get a little bit bored. So we'll see where this goes. Yeah, we have a person here moving on to avoid a disaster. So it has to do with someone who felt pretty confident. If they rejected the situation, they would actually get what they wanted. So this is a little interesting. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. It has to do with work, someone perfecting their craft here. They were trying to build something, but I feel they're moving on to avoid a disaster. This is something, yeah, this is someone who may have tried to avoid something. It could be someone ignoring someone, just avoiding something here. Because I do see a situation wasn't successful. Someone's pride and ego got in the way. So this is somebody who I felt overall they kind of assumed they were going to get what they wanted. They were pretty confident. But yeah, I feel they didn't. So, and maybe you just rejected whatever this wasn't good enough. Could be a job situation, but I do feel they were confident they were going to, get what they want. But I feel this is someone who didn't put in the effort. They were playing it safe, being a little too cautious, but there was no victory. Someone's pride and ego got in the way. Yeah, I do see an energy of moving on. Now, I do feel this could be somebody trying to come back around, but I actually feel for some reason, I get this vibe that this somehow works out in your favor. Yeah, so I see positive change for the better here. You might have moved on from someone here. Like I say, the ego, you're not giving them what they want. And now it could be you're not giving them any attention, and I do feel you could flip it where they could be in that energy, but there it is. See the Fool? So somebody who maybe feels like a little bit of fool. It has to do with change, an opportunity for change. Now this could be growth, financial growth. It's also an energy of kind of just going with the flow, seeing how something happens here. But I feel someone here has gone off on another path. One last look over their shoulder. So I feel this, if you have Leo or Aries in your chart, maybe even some Sag here, I feel here you may be going off on another path. It's like thanks, but no thanks. But really what happens here, is nobody really gets what they want because of this. So I feel there was either rejection or someone just ignoring someone. Now, some of you, like I say, it could be somebody here with a lot of ego here. Because I get this vibe that they wanted the other person to put all the work in. They are focused on work. This is the thing. So it's an energy of somebody who wants to build. They feel pretty confident that something's going to work, but it doesn't. I can see. It's an energy of a person just moving on. Yeah, it has to do with taking the lessons learned, but I feel this is someone's pride and ego here. Maybe you're just not, feeding this person's ego here, because that's what it looks like. So, yeah, just going off on a whole other path. One last look over the shoulder here. But I gotta be honest, I almost feel this is somebody who could try to come back around. Now, it has to do with change and change for the better, but I honestly feel that you could be just reflecting on this, because I do feel there is this energy of yourself changing and moving on. Yeah, interesting energy, Pisces. Let's have a look at this 4. Yeah, so it has to do with an offer, an invitation, maybe to go out. I see friends and family. So that social circle. Yeah, someone's rejecting, ignoring someone here. Now, this may have been something publicly. Yeah, I feel it's a person who feels they've missed a magical opportunity because of it too, because I feel they've learned some lessons. It is, it could have been successful. So it has to do with this person changing. I mean, they could just, maybe this is someone who was calculating the risk. Let's have a look at this. This is often a person who wears a mask. They kind of hide their true self. So, but I feel this is someone who, their pride, ego, they were confident they were going to get what they wanted. Now, it could be where this person rejected you to see if you would chase them. So let's have a look at this. This could be a work situation too, something to do with traveling for work too. But I with this strength in there, I feel this is someone who felt confident something would work, but it didn't. Yeah, there's that energy of the Fool. See, it's an energy of someone who took a risk here. I feel this is someone who took a little bit of a risk, and I feel they, rejected someone. Maybe for someone else. I mean, I don't know if it was publicly or online dating, social media, but yeah, they thought this was going to work, but they didn't get what they wanted. Yeah, I see the birth of something new, the feminine energy here. This has to do with, I feel this is yourself going off on a different path, being open to someone new. And I do see opportunities for work too. So I do see that energy of confidence, but do take lessons learned from the past. Okay. Yeah. Just moving away calmly and peacefully. But I do kind of feel like this person could try to come back around, but it has to do with whether or not there's change for the better. Yeah, see, there's another opportunity. I actually feel like you're taking another opportunity. It's an energy of planting the seed, building that foundation. It's solid, reliable. Because I do feel someone here wasn't reliable, or because I do feel that this, I mean, it's possible this is someone who just isn't your type. You may have rejected them, but I feel here it has to do with the birth of something new, being open. Feel like you were open to something, but yeah, I feel like you never got something you wanted. Nobody got what they wanted here. Yeah, see, it's an energy of someone ghosting, someone ignoring them. It has an energy of lack. See, there's something lacking. And it's a lack of confidence. So this is somebody who lacked the confidence. So I feel it's an energy of someone just ignoring someone, hoping that they'll chase them, that they'll come back around. So, but I feel like there's something here to do with change. See, going off on a different path here. This is interesting where the Fool is here, but it has to do with who's taking this risk. See, nobody got what they wanted because it was a lack of confidence, where somebody acted very confident when they actually had a lack of confidence. Yeah, someone ghosting, someone ignoring them. Now, I do see energies of someone focusing on work. Maybe their pride getting in the way because someone didn't get what they wanted. Now, this could have to do with work, travel too. Maybe even something long distance. Yeah, there you are, Pisces. Take a little pause, look at things from a different perspective. It's all how you look at it. So I do see a little introspection here. Looking at this lack of confidence, and also someone here maybe lack of money. Someone's pride maybe got in the way. Yeah, I feel a lot of ego here, but it's an energy of no, there was no success. See, there was no success. Some of you do have opportunities for work coming. I actually feel like you do. There's other things going on here. And I do see possible moving and even relocating, maybe even going down that path. But yeah, I feel it's an energy where you may have taken a risk with someone here yourself. You may have taken a risk and reached out, and then this person rejects. So I mean, maybe you're doing it, but we got that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. Sag, Aries, Leo, and of course yourself, Pisces. So the Empress is here. Taurus and Libra energy are also in here. Yeah, there we go. This is someone here who rushed in without thinking and then changed their mind. You see, it has to do with change. Someone changed their mind. They came in very quickly. They didn't think this through. This is someone who just did something kind of spontaneous. So yeah, they didn't think it through. Yeah, it's an energy where something is off, a little Sag energies. They may have some Sag in their chart. Yeah, but it's an energy of trying something different. This person is trying something, but I do see change. I mean, it is possible this person could come back around, change, but I also feel that you have changed. And I just get this vibe where, you know, that last look over your shoulder going down a different path. It's an energy of moving on. You know, something didn't feel right, so where something feels off, but it's an energy also of trying something different. I feel this person is looking at that. See, it's about investing, whether to invest in the situation. Some of you definitely have opportunities for work. If you have had a lack of money, let go of your pride and ego, okay? Let go of your ego here, because I do feel you could have success. Because it is an energy of chasing success, planning and preparing ahead. But somebody was trying to do something here, and it does have to do with friends and family, an invitation and an opportunity. It was rejected, or someone was just ignoring someone. So I don't know if you've run into this person someplace and they just ignored you, acted like you weren't there. Now, it's possible this person does. It could be them feeling a little bit like a fool. But I gotta tell you, I feel this is where there's just something that's off. Someone didn't think this through. They were trying something different, but it didn't work because it has to do with investing. See, it has to do with being patient. 2 cards of patience. Patiently waiting for someone to come back around or some kind of change. But it's whether to invest. Now, I do see some of you here. We know the Empress often has other opportunities. It's an energy of not putting all your eggs in one basket. Yeah, and going off on a different path. One last look over your shoulder here. And, you know, it's interesting. Maybe you both have a little Aries in your chart, but it could be Scorpio. And often it's just here because of the energy. I know the planets, there's a lot of Aries energy there. It has to do with, you know, living in the moment, being bold, spontaneous energy, pushing through fear. So there's a lot of that energy showing up in the readings. And I also see an energy of investing in change. I do feel some of you maybe are feeling like you're ready for change, maybe a career change too, maybe even relocating. I do see something long distance here, but it's an energy of trying something different. Let's have a look at this Fool energy down here. Why is this here for Pisces? Yeah, it has to do with working in a team setting, going down a different path. Yeah, it could be someone here who's ghosted, ignored someone, but I definitely feel somebody lacking the confidence. And I do feel you're going to take a little pause and look at things from a different perspective. Maybe put the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. So I don't know who rejected who, but it's an energy where something just wasn't good enough. And nobody got what they wanted. I feel it has to do with taking a risk. It's almost like this person, they wanted the other person to take all the risk. Because it does have there's definitely a lack of confidence. Yeah, let's have a look at the Fool up here. Because it's an energy of someone wearing a mask, hiding their true self. Someone who acts aloof. They ignore someone, acts like they're not there. So if you ran into someone and they acted aloof, like you just weren't there. Yeah. And I do feel it has to do with lack of confidence too, because I do feel there's this opportunity. Some of you may be looking at other opportunities. See, this has to do with someone communicating, the way they communicate. A lot of focus on money, but it's also somebody here who communicates in a way where it lacks clarity. See, they want something to be successful. They're looking at something, planning. It looks a little mischievous too. So, like I say, this is somebody here who's trying something, just rejecting someone, acting like they're not there. It looks like it was something public for some of you. But I do see possibly other people being involved, and that's another thing. If someone's involved with someone else, you're not interested. So And I do see the little Aries energy, so it's an energy of someone here having to focus on one person. But yeah, interesting enough energy, but I do feel you have an opportunity. It's an energy of planting the seed, building, something to do with work. So if you feel like you don't have enough money, or someone's left you out in the cold, or made you feel like you weren't good enough, I do feel like you're looking at this, taking a little pause, putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. Now, it could be them doing that too. Yeah, see, someone's checking somebody out here, though. Like, I do feel like you have other options, so, or you may be checking someone out. Yeah, see, it has to do with being fair, justice and balance, being fair. Somebody wasn't fair. They weren't playing fair. Yeah, someone here didn't treat you right, and that's what I feel. I mean, it could be them looking at that. I do feel they have a lack of confidence. Now, they don't have a lot of money, or they act like they don't. Something wasn't fair. Yeah, so I do feel it has to do with justice and balance and being fair. Yeah, see, nobody got what they wanted. This is definitely a person who hides behind a mask. They hide their true self. And it has to do with lack of confidence, but they wanted something to be successful. It has to do with taking a risk. So, yeah. This is someone who's a little, afraid they're not going to get what they want. So they tried something different, trying to get someone to chase them. That's what I feel's happened here. But I feel some of you're going off on a different path, pushing through fear, going down a different path. That has to do with cooperation, compromise, compatibility. It's also an energy of someone acknowledging. See, it's an energy someone didn't acknowledge somebody. So I do feel someone ignored somebody. They just didn't acknowledge. So it's like ghosting, ignoring, or making someone feel like they're not good enough. It wasn't fair. So, yeah, it's all coming out in the wash here. But I do see this energy of moving on, change, going down a different path with someone more compatible. See, seeing the truth after a little inner reflection, taking a pause. Little inner reflection, seeing the truth. Yeah, you might run into this person too. Maybe, I'm going to tell you, put the shoe on the other foot. If this is someone that you've run into, they ignored you, or they just acted like they didn't see you or even recognize you. Maybe you've changed. It'd be somebody who's gone through a lot of change here. And it does look like there is some change for the better, but it's whether to invest. See, I feel some of you aren't, it's an energy of someone not invested, acting like you're just not there. It's like ghosting, ignoring, but I do feel it has to do with someone's lack of confidence. There's the end of a cycle. See, a cycle ending. This is someone, it has to do obviously with the timing, being two cards here, being patient, the timing, someone waiting for the right time. It may not have been the right time, the right place. But I definitely see some of you ending a cycle, seeing the truth. Maybe even, it's often an energy of why something didn't go in someone's favor. I do feel like you got someone here who's aloof. Now, maybe it's yourself in that energy. But yeah, I see that King of Pentacles. See, who is this person? What is this person's intentions? Let's just double check that. What is their true intentions? Change. Some kind of change. An energy of moving on, but it's also an energy of coming back around. I feel this is someone who's gone through a lot of change. Maybe they changed how they feel, but you can see something feels off. They didn't think things through. This is somebody who rushed in, took a risk, but they didn't get what they wanted. It wasn't successful. And now we know the Empress doesn't chase. So this is something interesting here. This person's seeing the truth. Why this didn't go in their favor. It has to do with cooperation and compromise. It has to do with being acknowledged. See, they didn't acknowledge you. But maybe you're not acknowledging them too. So it can turn around. When the world is there, especially with the Hangman, it's an energy of, flipping things around here. Tell me about the Empress energy. What is this birth of something new? Yeah, see, it's an energy of someone who rushed in. Definitely it's an energy of attraction, feeling really positive, feeling really enthusiastic. But it's an energy of somebody who rushed in and then runs away. So this is where I feel somebody who just kind of runs away here. It could be possible that, maybe you or letting people know you're single, that you're open. I feel this is someone you definitely know. Yeah, and I do see an energy of someone feeling pretty enthusiastic rushing in, but then they run away. They felt a little overwhelmed. So all may not be what it seems here, because I do feel it has to do with them having a lack of confidence. A little Leo Sag energy here. Tell me about this Five of Pentacles. Why is this here? Yeah, see, lack of reciprocity. Somebody not giving. See, it's an energy of giving and receiving. So I feel like maybe you started something, took a risk. But often this is the Empress, very generous, showering abundance on someone, but you want something. Maybe you wanted this person to ask you out, but I feel they, it's an energy of ghosting, ignoring, no longer talking, because I feel that you were open to receive. Yeah. It's an energy of someone who's not very generous, or it's somebody who just doesn't have any money. Maybe their pride and ego got in the way. But I feel there's something that feels off here about this with this person, because they're a King of Pentacles. So I feel like you're no longer giving. You're no longer being generous, no longer feeding their ego. See, you're not chasing them. You're not chasing after this person. Yeah, interesting energy. They also know, too. They're seeing it. Yeah, someone here, they have a little bit of regrets because they didn't get something they wanted. It wasn't successful. You didn't chase them. So there's definitely some regret here. Yeah, see, they made a bad decision. They regret this. Now, this could be somebody, some sort of reconciliation, reunion. I mean, it could be anything. Could have something to do with work. I do feel some of you, if you're putting more money out right now than is coming in, you may have an opportunity for work. So I do feel justice is in your favor. But play it safe. Be a little cautious. Keep some, keep some of your money. Keep some things to yourself. I feel like there's someone here. I'm going to be honest. There's someone here who's a little smug, where they just act like they're not interested. They may be. But I also feel this is someone who's kind of playing some little mischievous games. Very aloof. Very aloof. It has something to do with money. Now, this could be someone who thinks someone's chasing them because they have money. But I do feel there's an energy of regret. Someone regretting. Because it's a person who didn't think it through. So I feel they were very spontaneous. It's like it just happened. They just did something here, but it didn't pay off. I feel like it didn't pay off. Yeah, there you are. You already know all the answers you're seeking. See? You already know the answers you're seeking. So energy of a judgment or decision. Now, I got to be honest. Some of you, this could be yourself. You could even be that King of Pentacles. So don't be afraid to flip this over. But it's an energy of trusting your inner knowing, like you already know the answers you're seeking. Yeah, we have someone here who's an emperor. So someone who's an emperor. And I do see this Aries energy. So some of you may be just open to other offers, no longer talking to this person, no longer giving. You may be the one who just ghosts them, ignores them. I feel like you were generous, but they didn't reciprocate, or they just ignored you and ghosted you. And I don't know if it looks like you may have run into this person publicly and they just acted aloof, like you just didn't exist. So I do feel you're going to make a different decision. I actually feel there's an Aries here. Now, I do feel like you might go down this path with this person. So it really does look like, you're making some kind of decision to release this person, to no longer talk. And I also see the ego and pride. So some of you have to let go of your pride a bit. This is a pride that's been hurt. Someone didn't treat you right. So, yeah, you got an emperor here. Like, I do see some Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I also see this Aries or Scorpio or this emperor energy. So there's some sort of change. Yeah, it looks like you have another opportunity. I do see work opportunities for some of you as well. So it's an energy of just sort of, I feel is telling you, don't miss this opportunity, because I do feel that you have this person, somebody else coming back around. You may actually have a reconciliation with someone else here. Yeah. I feel like it's all about opinion, perspective. You may have irreconcilable differences with someone. Like, I feel it's just energy of change. I feel like you're moving on. You have other opportunities. See, I see a busy time ahead. I see change, but I feel like you've been there, done that. I don't think you want to deal with this person again. I feel like you're moving on. But I feel like as you're moving away, you have this other opportunity. Somebody very fast, fiery, and spontaneous. Yeah. See, I feel like this is a decision, been there, done that. It's enough. I feel like you're tired of feeding someone's ego, reaching out, and they don't reciprocate. So I do see this offer. I see work offers too. So like I see there's changes happening here. This is communication coming in often out of the blue, often when you least expect it. But I feel like you're going to go down this path. I feel there's a cycle that's over. Things are about to change for the better financially. It's often a windfall of abundance, but I do see you seeing the truth. Okay, seeing the truth. I think you know that this person's successful. They act like they don't have any money. It could be this person coming back around as an emperor too, speaking some kind of truth. But I feel like you know the truth. This is yourself taking a little introspection, looking at things from a different perspective. Yeah. Now, I don't know if you acted aloof or you tried something different and it didn't work for yourself. But, you know, like I say, you can flip that energy. I also feel some kind of unique experience to do with travel. Okay, so planning, preparing for success. So there's something here something that wasn't successful and something that is. So, yeah, I think you got a person who acts like they don't have money, but they do. But I also feel like you got these other opportunities. Yeah, you've got something new. See, the sun is shining. Things are clearing up. You've got something new. New job, possibly, too. I see a lot of happiness and joy. And I feel like it's an energy of a judgment and a decision. Now, this is an energy of healing. It's also an energy of someone here made a bad choice, bad decision, because now I feel like you're off on another path, starting something new. This person may have regrets. They may have some regrets here, but I feel like you're making a decision. What's best for yourself. See, you're going to do what's right for you. This is someone who doesn't treat someone right. I do feel they're kind of selfish. I do feel they're a little bit smug too. You know, they just ignore somebody. But I do feel an energy of someone dropping a little bit of a hint here. So, yeah, I feel like you're no longer going to feed their ego. I feel like you have other opportunities coming in. So this is where I feel like you're going to take this opportunity. I just see positive change, whatever has happened up here. But this is definitely someone who, and I do see this person, you know, changing. Maybe you've changed your look. They see that you've changed. Maybe they see this change in yourself, that you're no longer, you know, giving to them, no longer feeding their ego. You're not chasing. So I do think this person sees that. But if they do try to come back around, it is possible they will. You could have a reconciliation, but it's up to you to decide. I feel with the Empress energy, keep a few things to yourself. You know, I'm going to be honest, I almost feel tit for tat. Like this person ignored you, you know, there you are out publicly, and I feel it's like almost like they're playing little games, but I'm not so sure that was their intentions, but it is somebody who ghosts someone, ignores them. Someone treated someone like they weren't good enough. I also see, I mean, it's possible you may have had a date with this person. Maybe, you know, they acted like they didn't have money. I mean, maybe they didn't, but I actually feel they could be an emperor. Because I'm seeing some kind of truth coming out, being exposed. But something here is going to make you happy. Yeah, see, it's an energy of having all the tools to manifest. Yeah, someone was manipulating, trying to see if somebody was chasing them for money. But it's also a person who has a lot of ego, and that's where I feel being smug. So, like I say, mischievous, a little bit of manipulation, mind games. And I feel like you're taking this other opportunity. I feel like you have everything you need to manifest your desires. I feel like it's like you don't need this, is what it's telling me. So, yeah, I do see definitely money, improvements with money, job opportunities, especially if you've been lacking money yourself. Okay, putting out more money that is coming in, I can definitely see some kind of justice going in your favor. But as far as some sort of relationship energy, something here didn't pan out very well. But I do feel like you have a lot of skills. I do feel like you bring something to the table as far as work. So, it's an energy of manifesting here. So I do see communication coming in very quickly, but you can see this is where you're breaking free from this person. because you have this Emperor energy, which it could be this person coming back around, seeing the truth, but I feel like it's yourself taking a pause, putting the shoe on the other foot, kind of looking at things, but you're looking at this from a different perspective. So this is why I feel like you're going to kind of wake up a little bit and see this differently. Yeah, see it's the way someone behaves. I see a contract negotiation for work for some of you as well. Like I feel like you're manifesting through communication. I feel like you have multiple things going on. I do see feeling a little overwhelmed. I do see someone feeling a little overwhelmed. So, but yeah, this is an energy of someone who comes in all enthusiastic and then, you know, you run into this person someplace and then they act like you don't exist. So I feel like you have a better opportunity here. And I actually feel with work too, yeah, you got some love coming in. It's how someone conducts themselves, somebody emotionally mature. Someone up here I feel is not mature. They're not ready. So yeah, I feel like you're just open. It's saying to be open to other offers and opportunities because I do feel like you have something better. Whoever this person is up here. Yeah, so I do feel a situation coming to fruition. I do see looking elsewhere, no longer waiting. The Empress only waits for so long. See, this is yourself changing, being the Empress. See, this is somebody who runs away because of that too. So I do feel it has to do with a lack of confidence. Sometimes people's pride, ego get in the way because they feel they don't feel confident. So they play little games. But I feel like you're bored of these games. You're bored of this. Yeah. I do see you going to other places. I see, you know, maybe socializing in other places as well. But I feel like what you're waiting for is coming to fruition. You got love here. I mean, I do see someone, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but I have to be honest. Some of you are that King of Pentacles, the masculine energy. It has to do with being emotionally mature. So, yeah, like I feel it. It could be you waiting. See, waiting for someone, maybe going to a place where someone goes. That's a habit, part of their routine. But I feel for most of you, it's, you know, the situation coming to fruition, looking elsewhere, no longer waiting. But something you're waiting for is coming. I do see some kind of news, some kind of decision to manifest. This is telling you you have everything you need. So if you feel like you're not good enough, if someone didn't treat you right, or they made you feel like you weren't good enough, don't worry about it, because I feel like you've got something much better coming on. I do see moving away to avoid a disaster, taking the lessons learned. But I do feel like there's something to do with travel, something you're waiting for, some kind of news coming in. But I do feel things are going to calm down. I see a very busy time and things just starting to calm down. So, yeah. Now, it could be this person. I got to be honest. It's possible they could come back around in that Emperor energy. And come in to make peace. But quite honestly, I feel like you've already, you've just moved on here. You're going to avoid a disaster and take this other opportunity. I just feel like, you're going to see the truth. It's time to release and break free from this. Yeah, it's like you're just going off on a different path here. Lessons learned. So I do see travel. I definitely see travel. Definitely change there, and maybe even moving and relocating for work. So some of you most definitely, but this is telling you there, no matter how this person treats you, whatever's happened here, this lack of reciprocity, ignoring someone, ghosting them, you've got something better. It's saying to trust your intuition about whether to invest in this or not. This is also an energy of not putting all your eggs in one basket. See, this is the Empress often does that. You see? And I do feel it's someone who maybe was involved with other people. Yeah. Very interesting energy. But there it is, manifesting something new. You have everything you need to manifest your desires. Okay? The skills, I feel that you bring something to the table. You got someone who's not bringing anything to the table. It's not like they don't have anything, but they act like they don't. So it's something that I feel not worth investing in. All right. Take care. I wish you the very best here. Just let this kind of play out. I feel this is one of those readings where you just kind of have to take that pause and look at things from a different perspective. I feel like there's just two people who just aren't on the same page. Like, you know, maybe you don't get it. You don't get this person because it has to do with the way they conduct themselves. But I feel yourself, you're moving, you know, you've learned something from this, something very valuable that will serve you in the future in relationships and even work situations. So very nice. Take care. See you soon.